Good morning and welcome back to your weekend unboxing here on Gaming with ADHD. This is going to be a look at Escape from the Aliens in Outer Space, the Ultimate Edition. Now, this version was released in 2016 with the original version coming out in 2010. I will admit I have heard of this game and I know a little bit about it, but not a whole lot. I haven't researched it, I haven't watched any reviews, but I was at the local Barnes & Noble, saw it on clearance, and so I figured, why not? I'm willing to pick it up for the price that they had it. So, with that said, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We're going to be taking a look at this game, and we'll come back with a review later, but I do try to put out a few different videos each week covering all sorts of tabletop gaming content, and I'd love for you to come along and see what I have to share. So, with that said, let's go ahead and open this up. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, this is technically not an unboxing because I've already done it, but I screwed up when hitting the record button. So when things look like they've been opened, they have. I'll still give you my thoughts, but they are, I have to do it again. Anyways, so first off, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know I like talking about the art and I like talking about how they present the game. So first off, the cover, I really like what they did. You can see it's got this matte black finish. They've got the color for the Survivor here, but then you have this, it's a spot varnish, so you can see the different reflection on it, to represent the alien that is trying to eat the Survivor before they can get off the space station. So I really like how they did that. And they actually did that all around the box. They've got these hexes here on the sides. They've got these basically like little rivets here on the side. But overall, I really, really like the presentation of the games. That's one of the reasons that I did pick it up and I did notice it. For being just a I'm going to call it a black and white box, even though we've got a little bit of blue here. It's very, kind of mysterious. What is it? So I really did like that. We then also got this, stasis pod here in the middle. Open it up and we get our rule book. Now the rule book is 8 pages. And it basically gives us a little story of what's going on. Basically, humanity is being wiped out by a degenerative brain disease. And so there are scientists on a space station orbiting Earth that are trying to solve or find a cure. And to do so, they are using alien DNA. And they shouldn't have done that. Basically, the lights go out in the space station. And the alien-infected humans start trying to eat all of the other humans. So that is what we've got. Now, the rule book, like I said, it's just 8 pages, so the rules are not very complex. First couple of pages, we kind of get a breakdown of our contents, how to set it up, and what the objective is. They also break down the 8 different zones. So there are 8 different maps that you can play on. Basically, the game is hidden movement with hidden roles. So you're not going to know which players are survivors and which players are alien infected and trying to eat you. Okay. The survivors are trying to get off of the space station. The infected are trying to eat everyone. And, whoever survive, or the humans want to survive, the aliens want to eat. Whichever side does it first wins. So, now, the rules, I like how they're presented. Very clean, large text. They're highlighting, important things to notice. And it's with this, I like how they did that. It's orange, it's bold, it stands out, even more so than just putting a box around an example. So these are straight up, hey, you need to pay attention to that. I really like that. Description of the different items that you can find. Description of the different crew that you can find, whether human or alien, and then final little notes for the game. And this is interesting. It looks like there is a map editor that you can get, so you can make your own scenarios. So that's fantastic as well. And I just realized this is, going to be a little bit bigger than I was expecting. So that's the instructions. They also, I'm not taking these out, but basically these are wipes for dry erase markers. They do give you 8 of these, and so they obviously give you the wipes to go with it. And then they give you 8 of these booklets. Now these are what you use to track movement within the ship. There are 8 of these zones. Now the gray zones represent dangerous areas. The white zones represent safe areas. If you move into a gray area, you're going to have to draw a card and do what it tells you to do. So I'm not entirely sure what these are for. I believe that's going to mark the path that you're taking. So you're going to use your dry erase marker to, mark down different information that you find while you go. So they're all basically the same as far as the layouts are. So the booklet pages are essentially the same. You have this reference at the top, and then you have your zone down on the bottom. Obviously, some are larger, some are smaller, so it's going to change the game, each time you play. Get some difference in there. And then you've got your dry erase board or your dry erase marker so that you can redo them if you want. So those are the booklets. They do give you 8 of those. Oh, we got a cat. All right, and then there are the cards. Now, these were already pre-shrink wrapped, but like I said, I screwed up the recording, so we're just going to take a look at some of these. First off, the cards have a matte finish, which you don't usually see, and I don't know if it was necessarily a very good idea. The cards tend to stick to each other a little bit, so that's a little frustrating, but overall, the art is nice. Like I said, the lights are all turned out, so I like how they kind of gave it that feel. You have sort of a emergency lighting kind of look to all of the art. And the art is good. Obviously, it's just two-tone, so you're not really dealing with a whole lot of shading and coloring, which I say is, there's shading and coloring going on. But overall, the cards look nice. They're, you have your image and then an icon that'll tell you what to do with it. So overall, the presentation is fantastic. I think it really captures the feel. Kind of makes it a little spooky, a little scary. So overall, I think it, as far as its production value, let's be honest, this is from Osprey, and I haven't really said much about it on the channel because I haven't really covered any of their stuff. But Osprey, if you aren't familiar with them, they make the series of booklets, less than 100 pages, that cover military uniforms or famous battles or generals or tanks or whatever. And their production is always done very, very well. And I think they've absolutely carried it over to the game. So I'm really curious to try this out. I do like the fact that it can be played 2-player. And I think I might be able to get my wife to play. It does involve space and hexes, so who knows. But overall, I think it'll be pretty interesting. So with that said, what do you think? Have you played this before? Is there anything I should be aware of getting into the game? Regardless, let me know down in the comments. Are you going to give this a try? I'd love to hear back from you. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I've been having a lot of fun doing these and don't want you to miss out on any future content. But other than that, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next time.